I think it's kind of cool.
Dude, you're like a Slavic one of you wearing like a kimono. What?
My kimono cardigan. You like it? You notice?
That thing looks more Japanese than.
It is Japanese.
Kyoto.
There you go. Oh no, wait, that's a city.
Kyoto. Kiyomi Kyoto.
Okay. Let's enable the multi-string. Okay. So, let's get it down. Welcome to SNP Podcast, Season 2, Episode 3. We've got a lot to talk about. I'm going to lower myself a little on this chair. Let's introduce ourselves. You got your boy Kevin, a.k.a. Kev Wild, and we got Carlos.
What?
The man with the most, I don't know.
Rico Suave.
The Polish invader. That's what we're gonna call it. Yeah, the Polish invader. Yo, Peter, what's up, man? And then we have your boy Ian.
Like that was like a very good pause right there because it just like savors the moment that it's me.
Yeah.
It's me.
Yeah.
All right, so 3-second pause.
Yeah, right. So we gotta
make it awkward.
Right. So we got a few topics today. First, yesterday I watched the new Sonic movie. I'm just going to give like a brief rundown. I thought the movie was pretty phenomenal, and we'll go into explanation about it. Second one, Ian watched the Birds of Prey movie.
Honestly, it was either Birds of Prey or Sonic the Hedgehog movie, but I knew you were going to watch it, and yeah, I wanted to watch Birds of Prey just to give it a shot. I haven't watched a movie in a long time.
Yeah. A little bit of CV updates. We're not going to say its name, but y'all know what CV is. Yeah, the Sonic movie was good, Peter. And then we're going to be talking about SpaceX with using new metamaterials for their spaceships. And then amongst other things like technology, Intel CPUs, and then one of your most recent shows. So it kind of has like a little blend of like the adventures you go through with music.
In just 1 week alone.
Okay, so let's start off the Sonic movie. I know me and Carlos have been trying to get together and watch this damn movie for a long time. But let me give you a little brief rundown. He just switched from an Android to an Intel phone now, or not Intel phone. I apologize. An Apple phone. You have an iPhone now. What do you have?
Yeah, got an iPhone.
Yeah, what iPhone? Oh, it doesn't really matter. They're all the fucking same.
So that's all.
Welcome to the
club. And now he can't get any fucking text messages.
Oh yeah,
it's pretty irritating.
I know for some reason every time when I have the Project Fi service. Mm-hmm. So when I did the switch, I can send text messages, but I could never receive them. So I went on the website, followed some of their steps to enable. It's SMS, back receiving. After that, every single text message, every other message that I send
has like metadata behind it.
No, half of them will just be returned back saying unable to send. And then someone sends me a message, I don't receive the message. I just get an error message, just full of like a whole this cryptic key or whatever.
Yeah. It's how it has metadata and shit.
And the only thing it says, just contact Google to resolve this issue. That's all.
Just click agree. Just say I agree.
That's what I did, and that's just what happened.
Yeah. So, So afraid to say, Carlos didn't get to watch the movie with me. He'll probably find it. I'll watch it again with you, Carlos.
Yeah.
I don't fucking care.
Catch up.
I liked it. Yo, what up, Holly? And so the going back onto the Sonic movie, I really let me say, I'll put down my rating after it. I would really say commercially, it is a really good movie. Like it's enjoyable, and I like the way they blended in the commercial aspect of like Sonic.
Wait,
without
if we keep going, are you gonna give spoilers?
What's up, Sean? Am I gonna give spoilers
for everyone else?
If I am gonna put a spoiler, I'm gonna say it before.
Cool.
I'm gonna state it, but yeah. So like going in, it's just I was thinking of the movie of just being like, oh, are they just gonna be over the top Sonic, or are they going to be just over the top, like real life type thing?
Like too overly hype kind of thing.
No, not too overly hype, but just like I wanted to know how they would blend it, like because usually what producers and stuff, they want something that will be good commercially, but they don't want it to alienate people who don't know anything about Sonic.
That's fair.
Right?
Yeah, that's fair.
So.
But then you also got the true fans of Sonic.
Yeah, the true fans, but the true fans, you know.
They can be picky at times.
Yeah, they can be picky. But the way, so like going on in the movie is just, I guess, Sonic was at his, his home world. Like they explained it like he was in his home world. And then I guess they used the little rings, the little rings you used to collect in the video games.
Bing, 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 bing,
Yeah.
bing, bing, bing.
They actually did put in one good mention of it during the movie. It's just like he like falls on the ground and then you hear the ring sound and a bunch of rings fall down. They did that really well. Like the reason I like this movie so much is because they very subtly did everything. They subtly did Sonic. Like, just like, the overtopness of like the video game and stuff like that. But
when they fixed his face.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
That was the best.
Yeah, explain that, Carlos.
I don't know, because after they really fixed their
well,
face,
I mean, explain.
I actually wanted them to
explain to the audience what it was going on in the development process about it.
Oh no, it's just after the first time when they finished the movie, they gave him human-sized eyes instead of the big.
Well, yeah, and even like his body too,
Yeah, because they were trying to make him more.
It looked it looked like somebody was wearing a Sonic onesie. Is what he looked like before.
Yeah. So yeah, it looked they were trying to humanize him.
Yeah.
In some ways. So after the first screenshots, the first trailers of the movie came out, all of the fans they were complaining, which is true. I mean, so they redesigned them again.
I'm really glad that they did redo it because if I would have watched the movie like it was now and enjoyed the movie, I still would have hated how Sonic looked.
Oh yeah, me too.
You couldn't take him seriously.
Yeah.
Honestly, if they would have left him like that,
what up, Ollie?
I would not have actually wanted to watch a movie.
Yeah.
And one of the reasons that I wanted to watch a movie, even if it was bad, was because they actually took the time to listen to their customers, to the audience, and re-render the entire movie.
It's like what they say: the customer's always right.
Yeah, and then and because of that, even if the movie would have been bad, I would still, give my money just for.
But here's like the best part: the movie was great.
Yeah, that's good.
And they did all that shit. So like, yeah, I think one of my favorite parts. Oh, angle the mic closer. Oh yeah. He wanted to be closer to your.
Shout out to Sean.
To your pie hole.
He's part of our SNP podcast family here. We miss you, Sean. Where are you, Sean? Seriously.
So going on, Jim Carrey was Dr. Robotnik, by the way.
How can I don't know.
I know that makes you mad, but he was phenomenal. I'm telling you. I was so happy to see Jim Carrey in another movie again, and he had so many he had so many
one-liners.
No, it's not so many one-liners. You could see a lot of Jim Carrey's personality coming out in Dr. Robotnik, but he plays it as like an over-the-top
mad scientist.
Yeah, like what would you say? Would it be like autism or something like?
So like
at least that's what when I was watching with my friend Leslie, she was just saying, "Oh, he's autistic or whatever."
So like The Mask.
Yeah, like where he only thinks about like the intelligent things. He doesn't care about like the more human side of things, like caring about people's feelings and blah blah blah. It's like,
okay.
No,
yeah,
you know what I mean?
sense.
Yeah. I don't know the word for that. But
I don't know what it's not technically a psychopath. It's I don't know what it is.
Sociopath?
No, like he doesn't care about like the social aspects of things. He, science is his thing. But yeah, I do. I will say, I don't know, like if you do watch the movie, watch the end of it. They definitely set it up for a sequel in the movie. I'm actually pretty stoked for the sequel. I do want to see it. So going back on Dr. Robotnik. So if you watch the movie, it's like, oh, it doesn't look like Dr. Robotnik at all, blah, blah, blah. Well, listen. Okay. It doesn't supposed to. But as the movie further and further progressed, he slowly starts being more and more Dr. Robotnik. And I like how they play it because they're like, oh, he starts going crazy and he obsesses over fucking Sonic, like the creature. He's like, this creature is very powerful, blah, blah, blah. So he obsesses over it. And then at the end of the movie, he looks just like Dr. Robotnik. And I thought that was fucking phenomenal. That was so good how they played that. So overall, in the Lotta movie, if you haven't watched it, go and watch it, man. It's a good movie. Even if you don't know anything about Sonic, because really there was no storyline set. It was just video games. You know, you just go around. You just go around and do shit. Yeah. But it's pretty good to see a decent, a good narrative, and lovable characters. Who was the actor that played the cop? Or neither of you guys watched the movie, so
you're asking the wrong people.
I'm asking the wrong people. He was good. He played the good. Like I did like watching. The movie was very American, I would like to say, and not over the top American. It just shows.
What do you mean, like there was a bunch of people eating steaks, shooting guns?
No. It shows like basically things that other countries think about America. Like they have nice big houses, fucking a lot of yard. Because when they were in an area like Green Hills or whatever where the cop lives, he's got a nice big house, and there's always been a whatever his name, Wachowski, I forget the name.
Wachowski.
I'm butchering it, but the cop is like, there's always been like your family of cops in like always taking care of this city or of this town. But he wants to go and be to San Francisco and be a street cop. I was like, nah, man, you have it made over in Green Hills, son. Like that's what basically Sonic was saying. He was like, yo, people love you here. He was just, because I guess like he was sad. He was like, dude, like neighbors are asking if I can clean their gutters or blah, blah, blah and do this and whatnot.
Spoilers?
Oh boy. No. It's not too much spoilers. He wants to be like a cop. It's like, I want to be a real cop. I was like, no, dude, you have an important place here. I liked it. If I was in his position, I have a nice big house and I'm just fucking hanging out in Green Hills. Hell yeah, I would do that shit.
When you were just like, I want to be a cop, I'm just like,
oh, okay, James Marsden was the guy.
Best.
I don't know what else he was in. He has a very familiar face.
That sounds so familiar.
I don't know what other films he's been in or series, but.
Ooh, whoever's online, can you Google it, please? IMDb? IMDb it?
Oh, we can look it up too.
Oh, yes.
James Marsden.
What does he look like?
Let's see. Let's show everybody.
Wait a minute. Is that the guy from... I feel like I've seen him from...
He was in Hairspray. Oh, X-Men.
X-Men. Who was he in X-Men?
Oh, he was Cyclops, I think.
What?
Look at him. Look at his face, right?
He looks so different.
No,
wait, from the first X-Men or the second one? Because the
Cyclops.
Yeah, see, it says right here, Cyclops. That's what his character was.
I don't recognize him at all because like they changed up the character for Cyclops. Oh wait, no, they didn't.
No, probably for the newer one when they were all younger.
Yeah, they probably changed it up. But I think it's talking about what was it, 2000? What's it say? 2000?
Yeah.
Yeah, 2000.
I can't tell because Cyclops is always wearing glasses.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. But, he was pretty good in there. And, I don't know. Overall, I think the movie was pretty good.
Oh, he was in The Notebook. Oh, gosh.
And Enchanted.
Was he the guy in love of the girl that ended up with...
Jean Grey?
Yeah.
Oh, the one.
So was he the guy, the main?
Yeah, he was He was pretty much part of the main cast. So there was like a love triangle. So it was just like.
Or what? Wait, did you guys watch The Notebook?
No, I haven't watched it.
Oh,
I have like so many times.
Yeah, me too. My wife made it.
I just watched The Notebook porn parody. No, I'm just joking. If that exists,
I bet it does.
I would be curious to know.
Can you Google that?
How can somebody make that?
Or
if somebody made it. No, I'm not going to Google that right now.
Wait, Carlos. So wait, in the ending of The Notebook, I just trying to piss everybody off, but were they sleeping in the ending?
No.
Oh.
Wait, what does that have to do about anything?
Watch it.
The Notebook.
Watch it.
What?
Why does sleeping have to do in...
Just watch it. Just watch The Notebook.
Do you want the spoilers? No. It's actually it is a pretty nice movie.
It is. It's a very romantic.
You know what movie? You remember what movie, Carlos, that we watched that was really romantic? So me and Carlos are like huge like technology science buffs and stuff like that. We're like, oh, dude, if they would give us a chance to colonize Mars, I would fucking sign up and do it. Like I would. I don't know if Carlos would do now because he's married. But but with Passengers, it was a movie about they colonize other planets and shit like that.
Yeah.
And it turned out the movie was like super romantic. So letting any of y'all know, if you have significant other, go watch Passengers with Chris Pratt and Jennifer Lawrence. You're gonna get down.
Yeah, it's very romantic.
There's
so many scenes just to start coloring up.
Yeah, it's not super over the top. It's just like it like builds into it, and you're just like I was watching and I turned to Carlos like, Carlos, what the fuck, man? This movie's super romantic. I did enjoy it.
Yeah.
I did enjoy it,
Like,
but I'm just saying, like, I felt like it was a waste watching it with Carlos.
Like, were you guys expecting it to be like a
No.
like one of a
No,
romantic
we
movie?
were not.
Like, what was your original stance on that movie?
With Passengers?
Yeah.
We thought it would, we saw it was in space and like sciencey stuff, so
Yeah.
that's why we liked it.
Yeah.
So, but
That's
then it
why-
just turned into a super romantic, cuddly.
It does, yeah.
Well,
because-
not super romantic cuddly. It builds into it. Like, it's not too over the top.
Yeah.
You know how
Okay.
most romance movies is just like,
Yeah,
but this one was like,
Yeah, in that movie, when I noticed, like, I was like, this movie's starting to seem like a little bit of a chick flick, and then I'm starting to feel like I need to cuddle with someone. And then I just look at Karen, and I'm like, nah, you're too ugly.
Well, Peter said he hated Passengers. J-Law hurt my boy Chris P. Oh, because he hurt his feelings.
Oh.
Yeah, but they got back together in the end, man. They got back together.
Peter said you would cry for The Notebook.
Yeah.
For the Notebook.
Oh,
You
yeah.
won't cry. I've cried.
I cry during shit. I cry watching anime.
Like, dude, yeah. There are a lot of parts in that movie where it makes you.
It made my stomach
sad.
like churn. Like it made my stomach twist.
Okay, so let's move on. You recently just watched Birds of Prey.
I did.
What is the full name of it? It's just like Harley.
So okay, here's the
Birds of Prey and the Emancipation of blah, blah,
the
blah, blah.
emancipation of like Harley Quinn or something. I don't. You know what? It's funny. I don't remember seeing Birds of Prey in the title sequence. Like when they.
But that's how everybody remembers it.
Yeah,
like,
everybody remembers it as Birds of Prey, yet they did not show that. I don't remember seeing that in the title sequence of the movie, of the
Yeah.
start of the movie. It just
They
went,
couldn't
like,
figure out what name to choose.
pretty much.
But hold on. For my Sonic movie, I would give it a 4.5 out of 10. Or 4.5 out of 5. Jesus Christ. Sorry. No, 4.5 out of 5 in my score of that movie. I enjoyed it. I
after
enjoyed
all
it.
that positivity.
I know,
about that
right?
movie,
Just like it was like it's a 4.5 out
wow.
of 10. It sucked ass. No. It was 4.5 out of 5.
Okay.
But now let's move on to Birds of Prey. So what was your expectations coming into it, and then like how it progressed through the movie, and then your ending thoughts, and then score into it?
Honestly, I thought my expectations in this movie was just like I thought you were gonna see like a calmer version of Harley Quinn.
Mm-hmm.
Because
She's supposed to be all crazy and.
yeah, I know, but here's the thing though. I don't want to make any spoilers or anything,
Okay.
but I don't know. It just hyped it to a point where it's just like she has like allies and everything in this movie, but no, she's a lot crazier than ever.
I'll be honest. I don't think anyone's gonna care if you spoil it.
Because honestly, if you want,
No, watch
that's when I'll give my 4.5 out of 10 because like the storyline in that movie, they just kind of rushed it. Like they didn't go into like a character like
There's no character development.
no development, nothing. And I felt bad for Huntress, and she's actually
Who is arguably the best character in the movie?
pretty much. And they gave her like small talk and everything in that movie, only a few scenes, and then like a tragic story and everything. But I did not like it. Was bogus on how they treated Huntress, because honestly she was a standpoint of the movie. If she wasn't in that movie, I would have hated it just all the way from start to finish. But still,
It was Harley Quinn's movie.
still,
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
but it's like Birds of Prey.
Yeah,
Come on.
But it's like Harley Quinn's movie, but she didn't like grow at all during the
No,
movie.
she didn't.
She was just like she's a still crazy person. And let me, Margot Robbie, she's a decent
Margot
actress.
Robbie,
pretty-
she
yeah,
did
she's
a
a
really
good
good.
actress.
She
Yeah.
did a good
a
job
good actress.
as an actress for this movie. Like how she developed into like this actual Harley Quinn. She's like crazy and just like just gets into the character feeling. She made it feel more alive, like how crazy Harley Quinn can get, you know?
But overall, this was my thing. I heard this in a review from somebody else. They basically said this question: who was this movie made for? Because one, it's not for guys, because there's a lot of man bashing in it. Like, hey, like, I'm not saying, I'm not gonna be like a misogynist or whatever. But I'm just saying, like, it just
my feelings, dude. My feelings. Think about my feelings.
But the entire time it just goes into about like misogyny and blah blah blah. It's like, okay, what guy is gonna want to go into a movie where every guy is a fucking bad guy? It's like, men are bad. I was like, hey, I'm a dude too, so fuck this movie. Then number two, it's an action movie and over the top and stuff like that. So I don't think a lot of women will want to watch it on their own accord. So, okay, you just took out that audience. And also, women are a lot smarter than knowing when a movie's trying to be catered to them. And I think that was this movie. And then number three, children can't watch it because it's rated R. So who is this movie made for?
Definitely, there's like, they did not pinpoint any audience forever. It was just like every man and woman for themselves kind of movie.
Yeah,
and plus the I want to say, like, the graphics on this movie were not even that great. They were like the CGI. The CGI was like, it's not 100% CGI. It was 200%. That's how think of it, like
Chinese
how we
CGI.
Pretty much, just like how we talked earlier, just like how it was based off of like what from the 2000s kind of CGI thing. Yeah,
2000s technology made with probably
so
Adobe. What's it? Adobe
After Effects?
After Effects.
Hey, I like Adobe After Effects. I work with that shit.
Hey,
CS3, yeah. Okay. Not CS9 or what? What is it? CS now?
I don't know. after they went on online, they just
the subscription. Yeah, I don't think they made any new versions of it. It's just updates and whatnot. Good thing I got the Master Collection for $1,000 back then.
Oh,
yeah.
Look at you.
Wink, wink.
Wink. Okay, so you talked about like the progress through the movie. There's no development. What was like your ending thoughts and kind of like the score that you would give it?
I'd honestly give it like a 5 out of 10.
5 out of 10.
Wow, that's pretty good. That's pretty generous.
So
I mean,
that makes it average.
So if you were just putting it in like, so let's use the 5 score, because I think the 5 score is just
the
much
5
easier.
score is better.
So three out of 5.
3 out of 5, because you know what? 3 out of 5 because I hated the storyline and everything, but honestly, they picked the right actors and actresses for this movie. I'm not gonna lie, because if it wasn't like all the acting and everything.
So basically, like, the plot was bad.
The plot was bad, but the casting was really good.
Yeah.
So the writers and the producers are the ones to blame for it.
And you know what's funny though? Margaret Robbie, the one who was Harley Quinn. She produced this movie.
She produced the movie. Okay.
Yeah, I'm so surprised too. Like, well, then again, it was co-produced.
Yeah.
Still, either way, but I still, on my case, like, the acting was great, the casting was perfect on the spot. Like, I did not see one actor or actresses, because I used to do theater back then. Yeah. So yeah, what's up? I was a flying monkey.
Piatra.
But like the casting was spot on. Did not see any loose ends or anything, but the plot was just so rushed. Like, I wish they would have did a little bit better writing the script, kind of thing.
Okay.
Do you think they were just going through by Twitter, seeing what people were complaining about, and just like, oh, people are complaining about this, let's send that added in?
Honestly, I don't even think they were like watching Twitter. I think it was just based off on their own writing, like continuing like Harley Quinn's story where it was left off from Suicide Squad.
Oh yeah, because it was like after what happened in Suicide Squad, and then she broke up with the Joker. Yeah. Or they broke up.
Oh, by the way, it did show how the Joker broke up with Harley Quinn, and that was the most stupidest thing I've ever seen. That was the stupidest thing. That was just like any other movie where you get kicked out of the house. Oh. I'm just like, oh, come on, you could have done better.
Okay.
Way better.
Yeah,
Like,
because she's the one that she is obsessed with the Joker, because in many instances, many times, the Joker has just like, well, you're just go and die, and then she survives, and the Joker is like, I knew you were survived.
oh, come on,
And
pudding.
then, yeah,
That's a really abusive relationship.
yeah. So she's the one that's always coming back. So for her to just be like, okay, fine, you just kick me out of the house like that. I don't know. I found it. Like,
But this time Harley Quinn did not come back at all. Like, she's like over it, and technically, Joker was the one that started that, because Harley Quinn was Harleen like Quinzel, and she was a psychiatrist working on the Joker.
Yeah, I thought she was like a psychologist or something.
So that it was technically the Joker that made Harley Quinn, because she pretty much, in a way, just like played with Harley Quinn's mind, because. And they talked about her backstory too, on how she became a psychologist and then became Harley Quinn. But that was the beginning, but they could have done way better.
So would you suggest that this movie is worth watching even on Netflix? If you already have a Netflix subscription, just there, watch it, or in the Disney Plus probably.
Not Disney Plus, that's one thing for sure. I honestly, maybe on Hulu. Maybe Hulu.
So it is worth watching if you have it. Just don't go watch it on the theaters.
I would say just
I'll watch it. Wait for Netflix.
Yeah, wait for Netflix. But here's the thing: they will not announce it. They won't announce saying that they'll add that movie. It'll just be a surprise kind of movie. You just stumble across it.
Yeah, basically when you see on the front page of it. All right, so let's move on. What is the next subject?
So our next subject is we're going to be talking about the CV update.
Oh, yeah. Carlos, you wanted to talk about that.
Oh, which one of all? There's like a crap ton. Italy shutting the entire country down.
Yeah.
Manila shutting down, the city of Manila.
Oh, yeah. You know, when you sent me that photo earlier, I cried because it's so crazy, though, because like I got... Obviously, we have a lot of family members there, and just like how it's like locked down, but they're still continuing.
I mean, let me give a little backstory on this. I was next week I was supposed to go on vacation to the Philippines.
Dude, that's saved your life.
Now because of like all these travel bans and whatnot, I can't go anywhere.
That's a good way of saying Carlos just saved your life.
But instead, me and Carlos are gonna go into Hawaii. No, I'm just playing. For $200,
You're dressed up for
it.
Yeah,
you're ready. Yeah, and then also a lot of major cities are shutting down, and it won't be long before it also explodes here in the U.S. because 2 weeks ago, so right now the U.S. has about 600 or 700 cases of coronavirus.
Yes.
2 weeks ago or so, Italy had 2 weeks. Right, 600. Sorry, guys, they had 600 cases as well. Now they have almost 10,000 cases. So in 2 weeks or so. Same thing. It's gonna explode here in the U.S. and they're gonna hopefully they're gonna shut down the whole country, all of the states, all of the businesses.
They're already shutting down so many things. Like what was it yesterday? The NBA made a announcement saying that
the season's off.
Yeah, the season's suspended because they
a lot of concerts are being shut down.
A lot of concerts. Two players from the Utah Jazz of the NBA, Rudy Gobert and Donovan Mitchell. They both tested positive for coronavirus. So, and it's just shutting down the season. Just because originally what their plan was, they were gonna still continue on with the season, but they weren't gonna let like spectators, like fans, come to the arena. So pretty much, NBA.
It's gonna be TV only.
TV only. That was the original plan. Also, for the NCAA tournament as well. But
they'll still make bank off of that.
Pretty much.
Oh yeah, I mean people will still pay to watch the game. So.
But honestly, it just took one NBA player just to get the test positive for the coronavirus, and that's it. They're not gonna. They're just gonna suspend the season. They're not even gonna do it online. This is just honestly for the safety of all players. But also, I posted this on Instagram. Whoever follows me on Instagram. I am Hiroki 1995X. Follow me. But I posted a picture and a quote because I gave my opinion, my 2 cents pretty much on the coronavirus and how it's affect the music industry. Because have you noticed now,
Music?
yeah, pretty much like the music industry is like from bands.
Oh, the
like,
concert.
Think
concerts,
about
yeah.
it like the gatherings of like huge
Oh, yeah,
masses.
yeah.
of
Like so
people.
many shows that are getting canceled and everything. Either they're gonna get rescheduled or they're gonna get canceled. So it's kind of heartbreaking to see some of these fans like, oh man, I bought these tickets like a couple months ago. Oh man, I'm ready. Today's the day. And then there was actually a couple of my friends. They were at the show, but then I guess some of the promoters and the venue, the people, like the owners of the venue, they're just like, the show's gonna be canceled. We're gonna have to postpone it. So it's honestly heartbreaking because some of these people, this is like their source of income, and it's like you know.
Oh yeah, for the ones that are big enough to be recognized, but not big enough to make a living.
Exactly, yeah, and like they pretty much do a lot of buyouts on these tours. Like it costs like $2,000, $5,000 just to buy on to a tour. So you can be on tour with them and play with them and all that stuff. But now these shows are canceled. Like, you know, that was like kind of a waste of money. So honestly, this is what I posted on my Instagram. I said the music and sports industry has taken a huge blow due to the COVID-19 virus, also known as the coronavirus, that has spread throughout the world. The NBA postponing the rest of the season, and many bands postponing tours and shows, leaving some with no income or being able to play, or for so many heartbroken fans. It is absolutely heartbreaking to see. Bands, venues, and promoters, basketball players, basketball owners, and general managers, they do everything in their power not to cancel a show or a game. But in the end, we have to follow state ordinances, like what the government says, like, hey, we have to shut this down because of, you know, we don't want
what's going on,
huge gathering kind of thing. Yeah. So it's like, but that doesn't mean bands and basketball players aren't going to stop. We're going to rise again like we always do. We are absolutely strong and we can make it through. We will fight together and bring this pandemic to an end quickly. We are fighters. We will not let this win. So God bless to those who are affected, whose lives have been affected, and to those who are finding a cure or a vaccine. You know, we're strong. # wash your hands.
But yeah, I mean, like, basically go on here. Dude, wash your hands, man. Like, wash it more than what you usually do if
it's
you do
common
already.
sense, pretty much. I mean, wouldn't you want to wash your hands?
Well, I mean, like, and basically a lot of the things is, it's not that deadly of a virus. The only reason that it's a huge, yo, what's up, Corey? Yeah, dude, you sometimes comment, man. I see your comments, bro.
Shout out, Corey.
Corey, actually, I used to be in a band with him. He was the guitarist of Hexus.
Hey, dude!
He's a
oh
big
my
fan
gosh,
right here.
I love you guys. I watched that video.
I mean, that band's like not a band anymore, but like
I still watch the old videos that you guys posted.
Yeah.
I couldn't find it though because I think someone got rid of it.
I don't know if anybody got rid of it. It's just really hard.
Oh yeah, because YouTube is just like updating all the time.
Well, no. We didn't put any good like back then. We didn't know about like the YouTube algorithms, so like we don't have any good hashtags and shit like that. So the only way to find is like to put the exact name on there.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, like going on with that is just like don't freak the fuck out. A lot of people are panicking and shit like that, buying up a shit ton of toilet paper.
Yeah.
Dude, I could
you're
not.
not gonna be locked in that long, man.
No, dude,
this is gonna blow over.
This is gonna be over in 2-3 months. So it's
or
not
just
even,
like 30 days, right?
And then when
30 days.
and then
Yeah,
when you are sick, it's just like getting over the flu, man.
It's just the coronavirus. What?
It is
Because I literally looked up the
Symptoms?
symptoms and everything. It's literally just a bad case of pneumonia.
it is.
Just it affects the respiratory. Yeah, but in a way, like it affects mostly the respiratory system.
And if you're a man, it might make you sterile.
Pretty much. Wait, what?
what?
Oh, you guys didn't know that?
What the fuck?
I'm just agreeing with you. You're just like, wait,
What the
what?
fuck are you talking about, man?
No, seriously. Oh, you guys didn't know?
No.
Yeah. Okay. So
Explain
Hey,
more.
if it makes me sterile, fuck it then. I can't have kids, brother.
I mean, no. So the way that the virus attacks the human body, is that first, yeah, it enters your body. It creates it gives you flu-like symptoms. So you think you have the flu,
Okay.
and then you're sick with the flu for about a week or so, and then you feel better, and then and after you feel better, that's when it gets you feel better for a couple of days, and then that's when it gets worse, because then that's when it goes after your lungs, and then from your lungs it also goes up to your brain, and then down to and then spreads out to the body. Once it gets up to the brain, that's that's when it starts to shut down your pretty much your
pituitary system.
No. It starts to shut down your body, because so I don't know if you guys ever have seen those videos from China when it was starting to spread out.
Yeah.
That people they were just like walking or standing, and they would just drop down. They would just drop. That because that means that the virus had gone to the systems, and also the virus will also affect your kidneys. So
I'm not down with this fear mongering, Carlos.
It's not fear mongering. This is what it does. I mean, yeah. Because
Carlos sounds like a CBS fucking newscaster.
I mean,
you're going to die.
No, I mean,
you're gonna go drop to the ground.
It will give you it will give you pneumonia. Yes, that is the main thing. It also prevents the the lungs, because the lungs are very squishy and very wet. And it prevents the lungs from
that's the only reason like the government and stuff like that's being careful about it, because it can mutate and then become something really deadly.
It already mutated.
Yeah, that's what COVID-19 did, but it's not that deadly.
Not anymore.
It's contained.
No. So here's the thing. The one that was originally spreading in China was it was a lot stronger than the one that actually got out. The one that got out, it's the mutation, because when a virus kills its host very quickly, there's not enough time for it to spread, which is what happened with H1N1 virus.
Yes, what? A lot of people do not remember that from 2009.
Yeah, because it was very deadly.
Told you.
Because it was very deadly, so people would catch it and they would die very quickly.
Yeah.
So with this virus, the virus mutated fairly quickly. Because it was killing a lot of people.
Yeah.
Shortly after China said that that they were shutting down the country.
Yeah.
There was this one factory that they were producing textiles.
I would like to say this. If any of y'all play the game called Plague Incorporated, it's exactly like that. So you don't want your virus to be super deadly. You want to make sure it transmits to fucking everyone, and then that's when you hype up the lethality and start killing everybody.
That sounds like Resident Evil right there.
So let me finish. So what happened with this textile company factory in China?
Yeah.
The government pretty much made them cancel all of the orders, all worldwide. That was the only way that we know that this actually happened. So they canceled all of the orders, and then they started producing body bags.
All right, Carlos. I'm gonna cut this. Short because I literally meant this for to help people out. Not fucking start freaking people the fuck out, dude.
Okay.
So I want to cut this shit out right now. Let's move on to more fucking.
Okay, fine. So, but don't worry. The virus that did mutate into.
Ending conclusion.
Jesus
it's
fucking
weaker.
Christ.
Okay, just know that it's weaker.
Yeah.
Thank you, Dr. Carlos.
God damn it. Fucking fearmonger.
But honestly,
it's a fearmonger. That's actually what happened.
Yeah, Carlos.
I actually read the scientific papers.
That's shit. Yeah, but like.
Do you want me to tell you what about it?
What was this subject? We're not talking about the history of it. We're talking about the fucking updates to it and shit like that. God damn it, dude.
All in conclusion, just wash your hands, stay safe. Make sure
your face.
God damn.
Vitamins.
Carlos is gonna start making fans start buying like a bunch of like disaster planning food and shit like that. I mean, the food and water, you can have that, but
if they can find it.
God damn.
I think after this statement from Carlos, I can just tell you right now, the Walmart right next to the Target, right next to my house, probably, it's already out of toilet paper.
You know what's hilarious about it? The virus gives you diarrhea.
That's why you have to have
toilet
paper.
You're going to shit your pants, Carlos.
Honestly,
it's a lot easier to just... when you have that much diarrhea, because it's going to give you a lot, just wash. Just go take a shower. Just grab it like the shower and just wipe your ass with it.
All you Filipinos out there, you know what I'm talking about. Use the tabo.
Yeah.
Use the bucket. Use the bucket.
Yeah, water's going to work better because... The amount of diarrhea it's going to give you, it's going to be the kind that, if you're using toilet paper, you're just going to be like, I don't want to wipe it anymore. Because it's just going to give you like a rash.
God damn, Bitcoin prices are going the fuck up. because a bunch of people are buying it right now.
Oh, is it going up again?
Dude, it's going up by a fuck ton, just 16% the past few minutes.
Jeez.
Wait, what is it at right now?
It's at 5,500.
Oh, it went up?
Yeah.
What was it? What was it from the beginning?
I guess somebody. Well, I don't know about
Which
the
beginning?
Oh, no,
yeah,
just
which
like,
beginning?
like before this update, right
Before
there.
that update, it was like at
4,000,
4,800.
45, something like
4,800.
that.
So yeah.
Why do you think that?
Oh, because people are just like, smart people are like buying up all this shit. Like
You should
people buy stocks, man. A lot of the fucking because of all the socioeconomic, blunder that's going on with the situation, the stock prices are going down. So you know what that means? We're gonna buy it up, baby, and be rich later. Okay, let's move on to the next subject before Carlos continues this fear-mongering.
What? I'm just giving the facts.
All right, moving on.
Moving
here.
on. So I think.
All right. So the more positive aspects. So aspects of life is space travel. SpaceX is actually making more, or they're going with a new metamaterial to be making the ships with. So before they were in the workings of trying to make it with like carbon fiber or like carbon materials. You know what I mean? Because it is stronger than steel. It
Lighter than plastic.
Yeah,
stronger than steel.
Yeah.
Lighter than steel. And stronger.
Mm-hmm.
But they're actually choosing to make it with stainless steel for their ships, Carlos. They have a prototype right now called the Mark I, which is being made with stainless steel.
Put it up on Google right now.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
when I think of stainless steel, I think of it in a freaking spray can.
No, I literally just think of stainless steel tables that you just see everywhere.
like stainless steel knives and shit.
I'm sorry, I don't see that because I worked at a movie theater.
Also, very quickly, can you also Google? Also, can you make that window bigger? Like, I don't know, just bigger than us.
Thank you, Dr. Carlos.
Yes.
Bigger than us. So you just want it so like everybody can see the picture?
Yeah, because nobody care about us. They just
See our beautiful faces.
Yeah. Yeah. So.
Bye, guys.
No. Could you also search what's the melting temperature of the ship?
Oh no.
So because that's the only thing that kind of worries me. Just the melting point.
No. So here's the thing. They were saying they were using it's not like full stainless steel. It's like a stainless steel metallic blend. So basically, they're saying it's cheaper to make. So cheaper than the carbon. Here, let's take an excerpt from here. Stainless steel is much cheaper than the carbon fiber material that SpaceX initially aimed for Starship and Super Heavy. And the metal has other important advantages as well. Must stress, for example, stainless steel handles heating far better than carbon composites do, he said. And that's crucial for reusable Starship and Super Heavy, which will be mainly energetic trips through the Earth's atmosphere, both up and down. So basically, the stainless steel blend, what it's going to do, it's going to be able to dissipate heat better than the carbon composites would do.
Because on the re-entry, that's always a problem.
Yeah.
The heat.
It's only like $200 per kilogram compared to just $3 for stainless steel.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Wait. Is that
so for the carbon material, it's $200 per kilogram, while fucking the stainless steel composite or stainless steel blend would be $3.
That's
a kilogram.
That's
pretty good.
That's really good for cost saving, especially because with the initial cost, basically trying to colonize Mars, the initial costs will be exorbitant. Trying to go there.
And then that's the next Doom video game.
Francis Parco asked, "Where's Sean?" Dude, you're gonna have to message him because he was the one who ditched us. He ghosted us, man.
He went to Katie's.
Yeah.
He said it right there. He said, I'm at Katie's.
He's chilling with his girlfriend right now because he didn't feel like doing the show.
That's not how you spell her name, too.
No,
come on, Sean.
It's okay. He probably is not watching right now. But yeah, so basically, Elon Musk is stressing to make it more economically feasible to do.
Yeah, so it is cheaper to make, but is it lighter? Because that's the whole thing.
Oh yeah.
Because I know. So it meant that now it means that they went from $200 per pound to make the spaceship down to $3. So so now it's a lot cheaper to make. But what about to launch every single time? Because then are you also gonna use now
I think it is lighter.
Fuel?
I don't know. I
don't
think
know.
it is lighter.
It doesn't say. It just says like
Because
how it's.
It
Like,
doesn't say anything about weight on there.
Yeah, because that will be the main factor.
Yeah. The main factor of it, because we can't produce enough thrust until we can learn how to make the impulse engines. No, I'm just kidding.
So this pretty much? It's just what like the stainless steel. Is it gonna be less hot or is it gonna be more hot?
No. So the science aspect of it, like thermodynamics, is that it dissipates the heat better.
Oh.
So how with like you take your metal pan, you heat it up, and then when you take it off, it cools down. Like that heat transfer is what they're trying to.
Like frying an egg.
Yeah.
On a stainless steel.
I don't know how to explain it easily, but it transfers heat easier.
Okay.
It dissipates. Yeah,
it's like a conduction kind of.
You can heat it up. You can heat it up really hot, and it's going to retain its shape. There's not the heat because heat. When anything heats up, it tends to expand.
Oh yeah.
So
heat combustion.
And because carbon fiber, it's very very rigid, really very hard.
Yeah.
So it doesn't have. It's if you move it a little, if you move it even a little bit,
it breaks.
It just breaks, and if it cracks, that's it. Even if it's a hairline, that's it. It's useless.
So there's a difference. So carbon fiber or carbon composite stuff is stronger than steel, but the thing is it's rigid. If you could like a strong, let's say it's a rock of carbon. Composite material. Okay. You hit it and you crack it and it would just break. Would break apart. But with steel, you hit a steel ball, it bends. Yeah.
Okay, that makes more sense.
Yeah. So even if it hits way above the point that it's supposed of what it's able to handle, it would still be able to handle.
I need to take a physics class.
It's just going to.
No, that's with physics is thermodynamics.
Dynamics.
Yeah.
I haven't heard that in a long time. Not since high school.
Yeah, because me and Carlos are scientists. No, I'm just kidding.
Nerds.
we're pseudoscientists.
You're
at least
pseudoscientists.
Yeah.
All right.
Let's see. Let's move on to our next subject.
I think we were going to talk about Intel CPUs.
Oh yeah, Carlos. There's an Intel CPU vulnerability you wanted to talk about.
Oh yeah, another one. Yeah, because since Intel it's not
this is for you Intel users. This computer's an Intel also.
Yeah Sean, dude, you better pay attention.
My main computer's an AMD, so I'm Gucci.
Dude, we need to throw this computer to the garbage and then get an AMD because. So with Intel CPUs, there's a new vulnerability where you can actually.
That seems to be a lot of use case. I just hear that all the time. There's so many vulnerabilities with these things.
Some of those vulnerabilities are software based, so that if you happen to get a virus, they're going to
access the traffic.
What they can do, they can just access mostly encryption keys.
Yeah.
So even if you have any encrypt software or files that are encrypted, they'll just be able to get the key through that. Through those encryption and just, read the file, read the contents of whatever. So the problem with this is that's pretty much what they can do. However, they need physical access to the CPU. Mm-hmm. And you really need to know what you're doing with it.
Okay, so this new vulnerability, they would have to have access to the computer.
Yeah, they will need to have
that's
the
fucking
PC.
Easy. Don't let people
and then
touch
also,
the computer.
it is a vulnerability.
Yeah.
But it's not that easy.
It's really hard to get to.
Well, not that hard, but
well,
yeah.
What I mean is they would have to. So if you were a business person and stuff like that, you would actually have to step up your what's it, ComSec?
ComSec.
Yeah, your
what?
No, not ComSec.
No.
OPSEC.
Wait. OPSEC. No, because the hospitals kind of do the same thing too.
Yeah. Basically, they would have to step up the physical security.
Oh yeah.
So not let them get access to the servers.
Mm-hmm. Actually, you know what's funny?
What?
There's been a lot of. Okay, I don't follow the hackers or anything like that, but
because you are one.
No.
No.
Just kidding.
But
that's probably me more than Carlos.
Facebook jail again.
Oh, yeah.
No. That's just because I post.
No, but for instance, one of the things that back in the old days, you could go dumpster diving. That would mean that we just
you can't go dumpster diving.
I mean,
Is it illegal?
No.
No, because that's what I was always curious about. Because I think there was like a show where they were dumpster diving. So he's like, this is all the food that the grocery stores are.
Not only food.
I literally was gonna make I was thinking about like making a live Twitter or like a live Instagram where I fucking go dumpster diving to see what you can fucking find in rich.
Do it.
See where you can find shit in fucking rich neighborhoods and shit.
Do it.
It's not illegal or anything.
That's what I'm trying to figure out if the shit's illegal.
Well,
or not.
I don't know. Check with the laws.
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
It
because
depends on, like,
I'm
go to
sure
my.
it depends.
I'll go
by
to the
city.
local police department. It's like, hey, in this district, is it illegal to go dumpster diving?
Ask. It doesn't hurt.
Dude, I would think it'd be pretty cool because I would wear like these fucking overalls. You know, like the type they would wear like fishing overalls, and just go fucking straight dumpster diving and shit. Like just dive right in and fucking get in there.
Yeah.
Well, yeehaw, let's get her done.
Dude, that's like my shit, bro.
Yeah. So one of the things that back in the day, like in the 80s, 90s. Well, that's what a lot of people would do. They would just go go to the dumpster and just try to get any computer hardware that big corporations would throw
I
out.
do remember like when I would pass by like offices and I see like fucking computer stuff like thrown out. I'm like, ooh, like
free stuff right there.
Yeah, dude. I'm just like, oh, free shit. So I'm just trying to see if there's like mouses or fucking keyboards and stuff like that.
No, a lot of what these people do, they just go after the computer with the physical hard drive. Because if you know what you're doing, you can almost always retrieve the data, even if because data can always be retrieved even if it's been erased.
Yeah,
there are still ways of doing that.
You know, this whole thing is just reminding me of that one part in Ted 2. You know what I'm talking about? Where you guys watch Ted 2?
Yeah.
Remember how Ted found like all that stuff on his computer?
I don't remember the movie.
And then they just like smashed the computer and just like, oh no, someone can find this even if it's smashed, so they just bury the laptop underneath water and they say, oh, we'll check on it every once in a while. That's what I'm thinking of right now about like dumpster diving. Just like, you know what, then just bury your laptop in the freaking bottom of the ocean.
So a lot of big corporations, they're still doing that. They're still throwing things out. It's just that dumpster diving kind of died out because getting the same because it just got a lot easier to hack and use software to attack these organizations. So, and now that it's getting a little bit more and more difficult, people are starting to go back to dumpster diving.
Really, like the aspects of like corporation stuff, the bottom line of it is their only fail would be human faults. Just like somebody who's in like, your corporation's emails and then they just click on a fucking bad link.
Like nowadays
human error,
because not gonna lie, software nowadays is pretty secure. The way that a lot of these companies and people are getting hacked is because
human failure.
Social engineering.
Turn off your computer.
Just because they might be able to go to your Facebook profile, see a little bit about you, kind of get to know you, and then they can just call up your bank and be like, this is Kevin, and what's your name? Well, my name. Well, what's your mother's maiden name? And then you just because of the research that you did, you can be like, her name is this, and my dog's name is that, and blah blah blah, and okay, sure.
That's why
password reset.
That's why, like in all the hospitals that I've gotten hired at, like some hospitals that, they do like this orientation thing, and that's why they always strictly, like their segment on, password security. So I see in a way how like some hospitals and companies are emphasizing more on that. Like make sure, find a strong password, or just like turn off your computer or log out when you're not using it. Human error.
Exactly. And also what's funny, all in Google, there is they have this one internal website called something Bang or Google Bang or something like that. That means that
Google Bang.
That means if you guys are a Google employee and I'm a Google employee too, and I see you that you just left your laptop unprotected, or just with a with a browser there. If I go to that site and I type in my Google employee, I get bonus.
You type in what?
If you just leave your Google laptop right there, and I'm another employee, like your coworker. If I go on your laptop, because your laptop it's linked to you, so I just go to that website really quickly and I type in my employee number, I get bonus because that means I I just found like a security because you just left your laptop unsupervised.
That's pretty cool.
What's
And
it called?
Yeah. What?
What's it called?
No. It's like a Google internal thing.
No, it's like, what's the
Oh.
next
So that
subject?
one employee can kind of snitch on another employee.
The
Like
notes.
Oh, the notes. Yeah.
yeah, like like oh yeah, this employee left their laptop unprotected.
Okay, I like that. That's
We
pretty
only got
cool.
one-
So-
we only got one more.
Okay. Yeah. All right. So that's with the Intel security and all that. Let's move on to the next subject. You
I
Ian,
could
you
go
re-
into detail on
Huh?
how to do the hack.
on how to do the hack? No, we're not going to teach people how to do
No.
this shit.
Maybe
Goddamn.
episode 4. No.
All right. So what's going on in the life of Ian?
The life of Ian. So
Is that a show?
So yeah, we had a show on it was last Saturday at the Back Bar in Janesville, Wisconsin.
How was that?
It was pretty badass, I
Yeah.
gotta tell you. But it was upsetting because our rhythm guitarist Joey Sepulveda wasn't there.
Why
'cause
wasn't you there?
he broke his pinky? Well, not broke his pinky. I think it was just like a hairline fracture or something
Ooh.
like that. Either way,
Oh.
it's busted, and he was
can't
on.
play.
That's like a while
Yeah,
to
he was
go.
on a
Pinky's
splint.
pretty important, like low key.
Pink-
So like if you're thinking about like your pinky, like I mean in
Pinky
regular like
promise.
trying to grab stuff and stuff, that it doesn't matter that much. But if you're a guitarist, dude, pinky's a really important finger.
It just really makes me mad how people are just like, oh, you don't need to use your pinky to play the guitar. I'm like, okay,
Yeah.
then you're playing your guitar wrong. You need your four fingers.
You need your whole fucking hand.
You need
man.
your hands,
Dude, like sometimes some people
What
would
about
give
the
me.
thumb? Do you even need the thumb?
You
Yeah,
can,
do,
yeah.
You do need
When
the
you're-
thumb. You need your entire fucking hand, man.
You and you're a bassist, yeah.
Yeah. You need your entire like people used to give me shit like my hands are soft and whatnot.
Mine too.
And like, because
Baby
like,
hands.
look, if I was doing any fucking like labor, like physical labor, I wear fucking gloves, man. Because
Yeah, protect your
I'm not,
hands.
I'm not gonna ruin my fucking hands because I
You only
play
got one
an
hand.
instrument. Yeah.
You can be a hand model.
Ooh.
But anyway, yeah. So he wasn't there. So we played as a 4-piece. So we had me on bass, we had our lead guitarist Dev, and then we have Chris on drums, and then Jennifer, our vocalist. But the other thing too is that Jennifer wasn't feeling well. She was a little bit under the weather kind of thing.
Who? Jennifer?
No, she was like in some sort of our singers. Like she was in pain. Like I think she like. I don't know, it's like some sort of pain or something.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't want to ask or anything, but yeah, but she was able to pull it off too. And Joey's resting up because we got a bunch of festivals that are coming up too. So, but anyway, the show was absolutely amazing from the sound and the guy that I knew that takes pictures there for all the time there at that specific venue. Shout out to Stephen Craig. Those are amazing photos, by the way, that you took. And he took a live video of our one song. It's called Fearless, and it's like one of those like it's like one of those ballad kind of songs. It's one of those like soft songs, and he was singing it. I've never seen that before. Like somebody like word for word, lyric for lyric, just like how he's just like connecting with this song and everything. And he says he strictly records the song because he likes it. So I'm just like, wow, we have a fan.
Right.
That's like a fan. That's like a true fan that likes it.
Mm-hmm.
Do you get the YouTube video or the YouTube link for it?
Yeah, it's on my YouTube account if you wanna search it up.
Yeah.
So, go on YouTube here.
It's on Pornhub. No, I'm just joking.
What the hell are those guys?
That's us.
There's a doctor over there on the side over there. Look up Ignescent All My Heart.
Wait, are we gonna get
I don't know how to spell it.
copyrighted?
Yeah, let me spell it.
Are we gonna get copyrighted by YouTube if we actually play it?
No.
Are you sure?
Yeah, we've been playing it for a while.
Are we gonna get demonetized?
I don't know.
Carlos, shut up.
I mean, I'm asking the legit
Well,
questions.
no, honestly, we're already demonetized for the coronavirus thing.
Oh yeah,
No,
that's
I'm dead serious.
No,
Like,
No.
Carlos is the one that demonetized us.
No, as long as you don't say the
Man,
name.
I can't find
We
it.
can
but
talk
we
about
said
he
it like
doesn't-
4 fucking times. Like
No,
I
you
was,
did. I
I was
didn't.
cringing every fucking time you guys were saying it.
I made
don't think
it. I made
did.
it a private video. But anyway,
No, it could be public. It's just not demonetized. That's all. We can't make money off this video.
thanks, Carlos. There goes my income. But from the sound of it, because Joey wasn't there, he does this like this growl. Okay, so whoever is not familiar with what I'm saying, it's like There you go. But it was like at one point it was called Screams, Screamo kind of thing. So
I like that.
pretty much. And so Joey wasn't there, and I was just like, you know what? I'll do some screaming. I'll do some
shit.
growls. So I gotta actually I think I'll make that video public eventually. But
Ooh, can you do a screamo right now?
but it was so good. It was like I haven't like done growls like screamo kind of thing. I haven't done that in a really really long time. Not since like high school kind of thing. Because I was more into like singing or just like.
I'm into singing.
Yeah, you are a good singer.
Yeah, I don't know how to scream. I wish I could.
It's tough.
I wish I could growl.
It's tough. My throat hurt after the show.
Yeah.
I could barely talk after the show.
Apparently, there's this freaking what's her name? There's this vocal trainer that specifically does vocal
metal?
classes.
Melissa Cross.
Yes.
Melissa Cross. Yes.
That's-
I've been trying to get that DVD.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, the
Yeah,
zen
dude.
of screaming.
Yeah, dude, because literally there'd be like artists and stuff like that who'd like just blow out their vocal cords and they can't fucking do it anymore. But she trains them how to do it and save their vocal cords.
You know how she started off, right? So she started up because she was like in the
like professional
like in a professional standpoint, she was like into like the opera and like that kind of music scene. But then I guess the way she started teaching people how to do like growls and screaming,
the metal guys,
like the metal genre right there, it's because like she had a friend that was doing hardcore.
Yeah.
So, but it's like the vocal the vocal folds like the folds right here.
Mm-hmm.
There's like something like specific that you have to unlock. That's why there's like specific exercises that she teaches you in this DVD. And there's also,
if you ever get that DVD, I kind of want to look at it too.
I gotta get it off Amazon because I can go check Disc Replay because that DVD I don't know where to get it because she updates. I think she updated her website now, and she does like one-on-one vocal training now.
Oh, that's cool.
It's expensive though.
Oh, I mean, I bet it is.
I don't know.
It's her time.
I don't know if it's still available, but have you tried Netflix DVD?
No, Carlos is not available anymore. They just went 100% on like the electronic shit.
Do they really? Because
Yeah.
I still see the option in my
What, to get DVDs delivered? Do they still have that option?
Yeah, they do.
Really?
Yeah, they gave me that option the other day, and I was just
really.
It was like an extra couple bucks. I was just like, no thanks.
So I can order porno videos. No, I'm just kidding.
No, they don't do that.
I
They do
know, I'm just
everything except
joking.
that.
Now we know what we do. Now we know what Kevin does on his free time when he's not here. Jeez, Kevin, come on. I made the video public, so let me try again.
I don't think the cache is updated. Oh look, Toph.
Look, there's me. Oh, here you go.
Okay, wait, hold on.
But this is when I did the screams. Shout out Joey, because he's like he's a really good influencer.
No, full screen.
Ooh.
Full screen.
This was a really good show.
And that was you guys at your show?
Yeah, this was at the Back Bar last Saturday, but it was really good. The sound was good. The turnout was actually not that bad for us. And I met a really awesome guys there. Like a bunch of awesome bands there.
Yeah.
Like I love how we can just like connect like that.
That's cool.
That's
Oh
pretty
gosh,
cool.
if you can see that person clapping, that's my mom.
That's your mom?
Yeah.
Nice. That's pretty cool that your parents like super supportive of you and
I just want to. This is coming from Ian, the bassist. I just want everyone to know that your mom does count as a fan. I just want everyone to know because that person, my mom right there, she was just like, normally she'd be like, oh my gosh, his voice, oh my gosh, his head. But I can see her in the freaking crowd and she's going like this.
Woo, let's go.
Woo! And if you look at that video, normally if you see, it's so funny because I thought this was hilarious. Normally with like shows and everything, you would have beers and on the table, right?
Yeah.
But if you look at our table, like our table, my parents' table, like specifically, there's 2 waters and 2 bottles of hot sauce. So we don't drink. We just chug hot sauce. But
do some rails
This
of hot
water's
sauce.
too plain. Let me just also.
yeah, let me just put some hot sauce in it.
Yeah, some hot sauce and limon and shit.
Actually.
Eso chinga.
Eso.
Dude, fucking Corey says his grandma rents Netflix DVD. 77 years young.
Hey,
man, I didn't know that option still existed, so I learned something new today.
77 years young, old enough for Kevin.
Also, you get sterile.
Oh shit! All right,
But it was a good. All in all, it was a good show.
that's a good show.
Met a lot of cool guys. The other bands, wore the mask.
Yeah.
Because you gotta look cool.
Yeah.
But it also
That's your character.
yeah, Hiroki
Yeah.
pretty much.
Yeah.
Whoever
Is that the name of your character?
Yeah.
pretty much. So I made this character 2 weeks ago because I was so influenced by WWE and how these wrestlers they channel their inner character kind of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I was just like, why can't I can do that for music? I can separate personal Ian and music Ian, So
Yeah.
it's like I created this character. Not only he rocks out, but he's also he's like a symbol of hope, and it's a lot of positive vibes for him. Like he's out there to have a good time and just bring out ignite the fire in your heart kind of thing. Hence Ignescent.
Yeah. All right, guys, that's all we have for today. Let us know if you kind of want us to go in a certain direction of subjects and whatnot, because right now it's just shit that I find interesting and the gang finds interesting.
You know what?
What's up?
I was having a conversation with Ignescent and another band, Stitched Apart. Hopefully, I was actually trying to message Eddie too.
Yeah.
That pretty soon.
Definitely message Eddie because he won't listen to me. He thinks I'm bullshitting, but then again, that's because our past history with each other.
Oh gosh.
No, it's not like it's not like it's bad. It's just like I used to say have a lot of ideas, but do I always follow through with all of them? I don't know. Most of the times I need support of other people to keep me motivated to do things. Is how
I love you.
Yeah.
But no,
But yeah, definitely hit up Eddie.
we're definitely gonna do some band interviews because eventually let's talk music, or let's just talk and BS and
Oh, dude, I'm always down to have guests on the show.
do a hot wing challenge or eat pizza.
Dude, that was funny shit.
I saw that episode. You guys are nuts.
Dude, I don't even know how I was able to talk the whole time because the other people were just they were just drooling and all that stuff, and I was still coherent the whole time.
Carlos.
We can do shot challenge.
Oh jeez, are you talking about that shot you were talking about from Poland?
We can do that last.
95%.
Or we could or we could start from from the strongest to the weakest.
But either way, just let us.
I need to be able to drive home, Carlos. Fuck off.
Don't worry, we can get an Uber.
You know how expensive an Uber is from here to fucking back home? I mean, I guess if we split it, it's not that expensive.
That's another subject.
Yeah.
But we should honestly, whoever's following our channel and everything, just let us know. What do you want us to talk about?
Yeah. All right, guys. Thanks for showing up, and we'll see y'all in.
Woo!
Wait, hold on. Not next week, because next week I'm actually
you're on
going on vacation. I'll be in Michigan. Maybe I'll record an episode out there. Who knows? But yeah, we'll see you in a couple weeks. Later.